Ken Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum, and we have another absolutely gorgeous 1979 Harley Davidson Ironhead Sportster from the collection of the museum. This is called the root beer model. The paint job and the seat kind of have like a root beer color to them. This is the original seat cover, or so I was told. I have a reason to believe it is. It looks like the original one in the catalog. Paint is original on the bike, and it's got a little patina on it from being 37 years old, but it's in excellent shape. The bike has just been fully serviced by Lance, the expert Harley Davidson mechanic who we have here, who specializes in Sportsters. He built the bike that's at the Sportster that set the 1340cc land world speed record, and he's very well versed with working on these Ironhead Sportsters. He went through and completely rebuilt the carburetor, cleaned out the tank, changed all the fluids on it, put new spark plugs in it, gave the engine a full service and clean up, put a new clutch cable on it. He also, as you can see, it's got a brand new primary chain case gasket on it and a new clutch cable. Obviously, he had the primary chain case cover off, so it's got all new fluids. Everything's been adjusted. Has brand new foot pegs on it, NOS Harley Davidson foot pegs, passenger and driver pegs. So those are original rubber foot pegs. The bike has the original seat and factory option sissy bar. If you come around the front here, you can see it's got the Harley Davidson logo emblazoned into the seat. The bike has a brand new Yuasa battery with a battery tender on it also, and fresh oil, synthetic oil in it, and 4 new exhaust clamps on it. So everything's nice and tight. As you saw from the demo with Ryan riding the bike, everything's in good shape. On the front end, he took the entire front end off the motorcycle and completely serviced everything. The brakes were totally rebuilt, the master cylinder was rebuilt, the forks were completely dismantled, and the fork seals were replaced, the fork sliders, the rubber sliders were replaced, and the fork oil was replaced. The steering head bearings were lubricated and adjusted, those were in good shape, and he also put a caliper rebuild kit into it and new brake pads. So the whole front end brake system, flushed the brake fluids, it's all brand new. He also put brand new stock factory original equipment Harley Davidson grips on here, which are really nice. Super nice riding bike. These Ironhead Sportsters, if you're just cruising around town on them or on backcountry roads, it's a very torquey little engine and it's a lot of fun to ride. This one has triple disc brakes and has a very classic look. The Ironheads are notorious for having a very mechanical look to them. The engine was rebuilt by the previous owner with less than 3,000 miles on a brand new top end. I have receipts for $1,300 worth of work on the top end. The cylinders were taken off, rebored, new pistons, new rings, new circlips, all new gaskets on the top end, and the heads were redone, and a valve job was done on the heads. So basically the engine's got less than 3,000 miles on it. It's just been completely serviced. It runs perfectly. All the lights, the turn signals, brake lights, everything works beautifully on the bike. High, low beam, horn, everything's 100%. Which is, good luck finding another 37-year-old Sportster that's stock like this. This bike is stock. It even has the reflectors on the forks. These bikes are probably the most highly modified Harley Davidson made. To find one that's stock, except for a stage 1 kit on the engine. It does have the stage 1 performance kit on the engine, which is the S&S carburetor, as you can see, which is in brand new condition, and a nice set of drag pipes, so it has a super nice sound to it. Other than that, everything's original. The chain guide, the wheels, everything's beautiful. And the tires, front tires, got 80% of tread, even has a little nubbies on the side of it still, as does the rear tire still has little nubbies on it. They look to be in new condition, and these are the Harley Davidson Dunlop tires. So, real fantastic bike. On that front end rebuild, he actually put new switches in the switch housing here that were a little bit loose. So he replaced the right side switches. It has brand new Harley Davidson mirrors on here. You can see those are brand new. The chrome's beautiful on them. The brand new grips has brand new turn signals on these. These were $87 for the pair from Harley Davidson. It has a new handlebar wiring harness, which is quite a bit of labor replacing all that. And as I said earlier, the front fork was rebuilt, new fork seals, new slider kit, new fork oil, new brake master cylinder, new brake pads, new brake pad flush, and new foot pegs. So quite a bit was put into the bike. We've invested over $3,000 into the bike since we got it, to bring it up to the state that it's in, which is basically ready to go to an event or show it or bring it in a parade or park it in a museum, because that's what it was built for. The only reason we're selling it is we're still trying to raise funds for the museum. And as you can see, the building's almost done, but we still got a ways to go here. We got some permits and might have to put a $200,000 traffic light in down the street. So we've got a couple of hurdles we got to go through before we can open, but we're getting there. This XLH Sportster, the 1000, as I said, it's a 1979, and it was rated for here, it says 57 horsepower at 6,000 RPM, so it's a good Torquey motor. It would go 0 to 60 miles an hour in 5.3 seconds. And this is a classic. Very, very rare to find it in original shape, in original condition like this. It's only going up in value. You definitely can't go wrong investing in a nice bike like this. And I've got full documentation on the bike. Not only do I have a write-up of everything that was performed here, but I have a bunch of receipts from the previous owner. I have the title in the hand, state of Connecticut title, so if this bike's being exported or going to a state that's a title state, you've got it. And I printed out the NADA values here for you. It says an excellent value. The 79 Harley XLH 1000 Sportster is $6,820. Very good is $4,465. I would put this bike in between a very good and excellent. You know, based on the condition, you just don't find them stock like this. In good condition, they're 31, and fair is $27.95. So these are going up in value. This 79 Sportster has a higher book value than a Fat Boy, a 1999 Fat Boy that we have in stock, and the 2000 year Fat Boy. Why? Well, the iron heads are getting rare. The pan heads, as you know, have gone up in value through the roof. The shovel heads are next. This is from the shovel head era. Fantastic investment. They're starting now. You've seen them values come up at the auctions, like the Mecum auction or the Barrett-Jackson auction. It's just a really cool bike, and this one's in mint shape. You know, for the year, it's like I said, it's got a little bit of patina on it. If you look, there's a couple little beauty marks on the side covers, but the overall cosmetic of the condition of the bike for a 79 being 37 years old is excellent, and it's original. And as you know, original bikes are bringing all the money these days. This bike would be worth a third less than it is with this paint than if you had to put a brand new $1,000 paint job on it. People want original bikes. That's what this is. You can't, they're only original once. This is a rock solid investment, and it's going to a great cause. It's going to the New England Motorcycle Museum Construction Fund. If you have any questions, give me a call, 860-916-9784. It's a fantastic bike. I have all the documentation, fully documented bike with the title. I got all the receipts of the work we've done to it, and the receipts from the previous owner with the engine rebuild and everything else. So you can't go wrong. Give me a call if you have any questions. Thank you. Good luck and God bless.